I have found that many web designers start their web projects in a similar way. We have a client who comes to us needing a website. We work out the details with that client and eventually end up with some HTML, CSS, and maybe some JavaScript. But for anyone to see our website, we need to upload it to a server. Once we do that, our job is rarely over. Let's say our client wants a blog, for example. Unless we're going to build that blogging system ourselves, we would need to install pre-built software onto our server and then configure it to fit in with the design of our site. An example of this would be WordPress, a very popular blogging system. The other option is to link from our site to another site, some third-party blogging platform, where they would host the blog on their servers. This would be like Tumblr or Blogger or any of the many other blogging platforms out there. To do this, we would of course need to create an account, and then hopefully the blogging system has a way to configure the settings so then we can make it look like our site as much as possible. We would then give our client a username and password, and then they would log into the third-party system to publish their blog post. Now we could do the same process if we needed an online shop or a forum or any other common website feature. Let's take another example. If your client wants to start an email marketing campaign, what would you do? Most likely, you would search online to find an email marketing service like MailChimp, Constant Contact, or one of the other many email marketing systems out there. That email marketing service would provide you with a snippet of code to add to your website, so a visitor will have the option to submit a web form to add their email to your email marketing list. Whenever your client goes to send out an email marketing campaign to their list, they would need to log into this third-party email marketing service and send it out there. Now, this is a very common workflow. Now, it's also common to offer a way for your clients to know how well their site is performing. If they want to know how many people visited their site or how many shopping cart abandonments or anything related to the site's performance, you will need to track that information. A common way is by using another third-party service like Google Analytics. Google provides you a snippet of code to add to any page you want to track. And then you or your client can log into the Google Analytics account and generate the report that you'd like to review. And if your client is selling something, they will need a way to organize their customers. They will likely want a CRM, or a customer relationship management tool. This is just a way to manage interactions with their clients. Now, there are a lot of CRM systems out there, and Salesforce is one of the most popular. But before you know it, you're less of a web designer and more of a web manager. Connecting all of these systems together changes us from being a website to being a full online business. Of course, integrating all of these different systems to get them to work together can be challenging and time-consuming. And if you find that one of the systems that you have installed on your server is out of date or has a security vulnerability, you will have to patch it, update it, or replace it. This was my process for over a decade. And as I started using Adobe Business Catalyst, I quickly learned that Business Catalyst does all of this straight out of the box. It has a blog, forum, e-commerce, analytics, reporting, a CRM, and much, much more. And instead of worrying about servers, patches, updates, and a list of username and passwords, I was able to concentrate on actually designing the site. Now let's look at that definition again. Business Catalyst is a hosted all-in-one solution for building and managing business websites. Hosted because Adobe hosts all of your Business Catalyst projects on their servers. You don't host the sites on your own servers. All-in-one because Business Catalyst has a lot of common website features built in, like a blog, forum, event scheduler, photo gallery, and more. And instead of building and managing business websites, Adobe likes to say building and managing online businesses. The rest of the video series will go over many of the popular features, but first we'll go over the different ways to create a new Business Catalyst site.